Hello everyone. In today's video, we will be covering a few basic concepts in percentage. Supposing a student scored 60 marks in, say, English and 75 marks in maths. If I ask you in which subject he performed better, most people would tend to say that he did well in maths. Your assessment may or may not be correct because I didn't give you the maximum marks in each of these subjects. Supposing I say the maximum marks in English was 100 and the same in maths, say 150. Now look at this. If you convert each of the scores into percentage, in English he got 60 out of 100, 60%. Whereas in maths he scored 75 out of 150. This, as you know, is 50%. Now what do you see? He scored in English better than the score he had in maths. The point I'm trying to make is absolute numbers can be deceptive, whereas a few quantities when expressed in percentage will enable us to make a correct comparison of these different quantities. That's where the relevance of percentage lies. Now what does the word percentage mean? See, when I say 40%, it means what? 40%. Cent is 100 or 40 out of 100. So this is a ratio. This is percentage. So there is no difference between percentage and ratio. Given a percentage, you can convert into ratio. Given a ratio, you can convert that into percentage. See, supposing I gave you 5 questions. You answered 2 questions correctly. So what is your score? 2 out of 5. Or we say 2:5. The same thing you can write as 40 out of 100 or 40:100. And that's what we mean by 40%. One important point I want to make here is 40% not equal to 40. Because 40% is 40 divided by 100. 40 is just 40. How can 40 be equal to 40 over 100? Let me begin with a few very basic questions. Supposing 500 students wrote a competitive exam and 20% of them cleared the exam, then what would be the number of students who cleared the exam? 20% of 500. This is 20% means 20 divided by 100. Of means multiplication, 500. This on simplification you get 100. I hope all of you know how to find out percentage of a certain number. There are some simple techniques to find the percentage of any number. For example, in this case, 20% is 20 divided by 100. That is the same as 1 over 5. So to find out 20% of 500, you can find out 1/5 of 500. And that's equal to 100. You may come across mixed fractional percentage or decimal percentage and how to handle these percentages easily. See, for example, supposing you want to find out 33 and 1/3% of, say, 900. This can be done in just a few seconds. Look at this. 33 and 1/3% means 33 and 1/3 divided by 100. You simplify this. This when you convert into an ordinary fraction, you get 100 divided by 3. Then there is 100 other than that. This 100 by 3 is just 33 and 1/3. This 100 is separate. Now you cancelling these two, you get 1 over 3. So what do you observe? 33 and 1/3% is the same as 1 over 3. So to find out 33 and 1/3% of 900, you need to just find out 1/3 of which you can do in your head. Now what do you do to find out 16 and 2/3% of the same number, say 900 or any number you can write? To find out this, look at this. 16 2/3% equals 16 2 over 3 divided by 100. This on simplifying into a normal fraction. This is a mixed fraction. You will get 50 divided by 3. That is 16 and 2 by 3. Then there is this 100. Cancelling, you get 1 over 6. So what do you observe? 16 and 2 by 3% is 1 over 6. So to find out 16 and 2 by 3%, you will find out 1/6 of 900. This comes to 150. Now look at this number, 16 and 2 by 3%. This on simplifying, you convert this into, see, first you write like this, divided by 100, convert this into a proper fraction. You will be getting 200 divided by 3 into 100, cancelling zeros. You get 2 divided by 3. So to just find out 2/3 of the number. For example, 16 and 2 by 3% of 60 will be what? 2 by 3 of 60. And that's equal to 40. You don't need any pen and paper to complete these percentage problems. Now, how do you find out 10% of a number? Say 10% of 254. In the normal way, this is what you do. 10 divided by 100, 254. 1 0 gone. You get 254 divided by 10, which is equal to 25.4. So what do you observe here? To find out 10% of a number, you put a decimal point next to one digit from right. Say 254, 25.4. Whereas if you're finding 10% of a number ending in, say, 0, this will be putting a point like that, you get 25. Basically, you're just removing the last 0. Now look at this problem. Find out 61% of 16,000. You first find out 10% of 16,000, which is nothing but 1600. I'm removing this 0 using whatever I showed you before. Then 60% will be what? 6 times this. That means into 6, 9,600. Now you need to find out 1%. See, 10% is 1600. So 1%, you remove 1 0 from 1600, you get 160. 1% is 1/10 of 10%. And 10% is 1600. So 1% will be 1/10 of this. That is 160. Now, this is 60%. This is 1%. So adding these two, what do you get? 61%, which is 9760. Now let's find out, say, 86% of the same number. You can use any number. I'm just going through the shortcut techniques to find out these complicated percentages. So 10% we have already found that to be 1600. So 80% will be 8 times of 10%, rather 8 times of 1600, and that's equal to 144,000. Then we will find out 5%. See, 10% is 1600. So 5% will be half of 1600, that is 800. Sorry, I made a mistake here. This is 12800. When you multiply 16 by 8, you get 128. Now 5% is half of 1600. Then we need 1%. 1% is 160. Let me write 160 below. Then you add these three numbers. When adding these three numbers, you get 86%. Here it will be 60, 8 plus 8, 16, 17. And this is 13760. Now let us see how to find out, say, 97% of 16,000. See, what is 100% of 16,000? 100% is any number is that number itself, rather 16,000. 100%, by the way, see, 100% means 100 divided by 100. That's 1. Now, how do you find out 1% of 16,000? Generally, we put a decimal point after 2 digits from the right. Here the last 2 digits are 0. So you will have 160 as the 1% of 16,000. Then what will be 3%? That will be 3 times 160, which is 480. Now to find out 97%, what we do is, this we know is 100% minus 3%. So 100% is this. That minus 3% is this. 480. You get 15520. See, in place of 16,000, you can put any number and we will use this strategy. Find 100%, then find 3%, which you can easily work out. Take the difference, you get 97%. Now, how will you find out 98%? We can use the same logic. 98% is 100% minus 2%. 100% is 16,000. 2% will be double of this. That is 320. Then subtract it. You will get 15680. Similarly, how will you find out 99%? Find out 1% and subtract that from the given number. You will get 99%. This principle can be extended to even 96%, 94%, 95%, all those percentages. Now there is a simple result in percentage which we can use in simplification techniques. The idea is this: x% of y equals y% of x. What is x% of y? X divided by 100 multiplied by y. What is y% of x? Y divided by 100 multiplied by x. See, xy is same as yx. So they are equal. This idea is very useful in simplifying certain percentages. For example, let's find out 34% of 50. This will be the same as, using that idea, 50% of 34. 50% is 1/2 multiplied by 34. This is 17. Can you see that? Okay. Now, let me do one more example. 25% of 56. This is not what I meant. Let's find out 56% of 25. See, when you see 56% of 25, it looks a bit complicated. You invert it, you get 25% of 56. And 25% is 1/4 of 56. This you can easily simplify. 14. This is the inversion technique used in percentage calculations. Let's move to another set of simplification techniques in percentages. If you're finding percentage, that follows this pattern: AB decimal, AB percentage. For example, look at numbers like this: 11.11 percentage or 22.22 percentage, 33.33 percentage. If you go on like that, you can write up to 99.99 percentage. They all follow this pattern. You have 2-digit number and the decimal part is also the same numbers repeated. See, this is actually AB divided by 99. So what should be 11.11 percentage? 11 by 99. That's nothing but 1/9. So to find out this percentage, you find out 1/9 of the number. Similarly, what will be this 22.22 percentage? 22 divided by 99. That will be, see, 11 will go in both these numbers. You get 2 divided by 9. So similarly, 33 and 33, you're getting 33 divided by 99, which on further simplification, 3 divided by 9. Okay, this is a trivial case. This will turn to 9 divided by 9, which is 1. Rather, this is 99.99% is nothing but 100%. Okay, there is a slight approximation used in these calculations. That's fine in most of the cases. Okay, let me use this idea. Let me find out 44.44% of, say, 900. What do you think? 44.44% using this strategy? That will be 4 divided by 9. Initially you will be writing 44 divided by 99 and 11 will go. You will get finally this. Okay. And that 900. This goes 100 times and you get 400. This way you can work out any of these percentages of any number. Now there is another idea. If you have numbers like this, AB decimal, true AB percentage. I mean, you are writing a 2-digit number, then the decimal part is twice the integral part. This will be equal to AB divided by 98. When you have the same number, 99. When you have double the number, 98. Say, for example, look at 23.46%. See, 46 is twice 23 and this is equal to 23 divided by 98. Similarly, you take any other number, see 12.24%. What will be this one? 12 divided by 98. This you can further simplify if you want. This is not further simplifiable, whereas this you can further simplify. You will go. Yeah, you will get 6 divided by 49. Supposing you want to find out 12.24% of 9,800. What do? This is 6 divided by 49 multiplied by 9,800. As you know, this goes twice and you will get 1,200. Now, how do you find out 38.76% of 490? See, 38.76. 76 is double this. So this will be just 38 divided by 98 of 490. 49 goes 10 times here. Here it goes twice into 19. You will get 190. Now there is another idea. AB 0.3 AB percentage. This is equal to AB divided by 97. See, the decimal part is thrice the integral part. In that case, this will be 97. For example, you want to find out 13.39%. What do? See, 39 is thrice of this. This is nothing but 13 by 97. Similarly, you think of some other number, say 25.75%. Say, which number do you want to find out? Let me find out 9,700. How do you find out? This is thrice. So this will be 25 divided by 97, 9,700. It goes 100 times. This multiplied by 25, 2,500. See, when I discussed the first case, I used the same digit. It's not necessary that you should have the same digits repeated here. This percentage is applicable to even when you have two different digits, which is what you have done in other cases. For example, let me take 15.15%. This will be just 15 divided by 99. This we can further simplify. 5 divided by 33. 3 will go in both. Okay. So using that principle, if you find out something like 26.26% of 9,900, what do? This is 26 divided by 99 multiplied by 9,900. This goes 100 times and you get 2,600. The point I'm trying to make is you don't have to have the same digit repeated like I showed you. But when you write these numbers, you don't need to go to this stage. It is further simplifiable. 11.11, 1 by 9. 22.22, 2 by 9. 83.33, 3 by 9. Like that it goes. For example, 77.77% will be 7 divided by 9. If it is the other way, you will write just 99 and then do the simplification if possible, which is not possible in all cases. For example, when you write 26 by 99, you can't further simplify here and get to a smaller number. See, I have taken you through different simplification tricks relating to percentage calculation. You can find out yourself many problems of this kind and do that, and then you can verify with your calculator to see whether you've done it correctly. By the way, I'm listing out a few problems based on percentage calculation here. 86 percentage of 50, 66 and 2 by 3 percentage of 300, 21.63 percentage of 9,700, 98 percentage of 24,000, and 81 percentage of 15,000. Use whatever strategies discussed in this video and try to answer these questions in just a few seconds, and note your answers in the comment section. This video mainly deals with the basic concepts of percentage and a few simplification techniques in percentage calculation. In fact, there are many other ideas relating to percentage, which I'll be covering in my next few videos. So please press the bell icon so as not to miss out any subsequent videos on this topic. Percentage is an important topic in quantitative aptitude of any competitive examination. If you ask me the one most important topic in quantitative aptitude, I would say percentage. Because unless you have a clear idea about percentage, you won't be able to do well in areas like data interpretation, which is an integral part of quantitative aptitude in any competitive exam. Moreover, problems in areas like time and work, time and distance, average, the questions are framed using sometimes percentage language. So unless you have a firm grip on percentage, you will flounder in all these areas. So I would urge you to keep watching my entire series of videos on this particular topic. By the way, if you liked what you saw in the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.